everyone, welcome to your science lesson. You've not just got me today, you've got Luna as well. She won't leave, she's too interested about what we're doing today. So if you just pop up at some point, I do apologise. So just before we get started, I just want to jog your memory. You can pause the video and have a think. What are the 3 different kinds of rocks? And bonus points if you can remember how they are made, all right? So I can remember there's 3, we've looked at them, they've got some complicated names. Can you remember what they're called and how they're made? So pause it here, you can chat to someone, you can pause it now and think to yourself, try and remember. Okay, so that first kind, let's see who got it right, is we have igneous rocks, we have sedimentary rocks, and we have metamorphic rocks, okay? So those igneous rocks are the ones that are formed from the magma or lava when that erupts from a volcano and then it cools down on the ground. The sedimentary is one where those layers build up underneath the sea and they compact and they push down on each other until it forms a solid layer, and then it breaks away and turns into that sedimentary rock. And then the metamorphic rocks is the ones where it's got too hot and it pushes and squeezes out of the surface. So well done if you got those right. You can pause the video again, talk to someone around you, or just have a think. What adjectives would you use to describe rocks? What describing words come to mind when you think about rocks? So you can pause it here and have another think. Okay, so lots of people have things like hard words like that. We're going to look at some of the common words that we're going to use to describe the properties of rocks, okay? So hard or soft is one of them. So say some rocks like granite are incredibly hard and can only be cut or split with specialist tools. And then other rocks like clay are soft and can be easily moulded, so you can change their shape really easily. Permeable or impermeable. Now these words sound really tricky, but it's actually really simple. If something is permeable, it means that water can pass through it. So things like a sponge, you can put water in one side and it comes out the other, that's permeable. If it's impermeable, it just means that water can't pass through it. Durable. If something's durable, it means things like erosion that we spoke about. So things like the weather, the rain and the wind, it doesn't break easily. So things like marble, which is a really durable rock, they create buildings outside for a reason because that weather doesn't break it down as easily. Density, this doesn't mean lots of people think that this is how heavy something is. It measures how tightly packed the molecules are, so it's how many of those molecules are on the inside. So density can be checked by testing the buoyancy, which just means whether something floats in water. So high density rocks sink, so there's lots of those molecules packed inside a rock that will sink. If there's not as many molecules inside, they'll float to the top of the water. Your job today is to pick one of the rocks on the BBC Bitesize link. I popped it at the bottom here and I put a copy on our class website. Use that link and you're going to create me a fact file on one of these rocks, so on granite, marble, chalk, slate or sandstone. You can do your own research, there's some information on that page, but you can do your own as well. See if you can find some pictures of what it's like so you can draw your own on the page. Your fact file needs to tell me at least whether it's hard or soft, whether it's permeable or impermeable, whether your rock is durable, and whether it can float in water. If you can find any extra details, I'd find that very impressive. All right, so if you need to go back and listen to me tell you what those words mean again, that's fine. You can go back and do that. But it needs to have at least these things on, okay? Once you've done that, you can make it as colourful as you'd like. You can colour in your picture. You can add some nice decoration around it, make them look really nice, all right? Once you've done those, send them over to me and I can have a look at some of our best fact files. Oh, and someone's come back to say goodbye and good luck, year 3.